The relationship between the United States and Afghanistan has been defined by a deep and complex history, but recent developments concerning Bagram airfield have added a new, highly charged dimension to this dynamic. The once sprawling U.S. military hub, abandoned during the 2021 withdrawal, has become a central point of contention in diplomatic and political discourse. The situation is far from a simple negotiation. It is a complex interplay of security concerns, regional power politics, and domestic political messaging. At the heart of the matter are recent public statements by U.S. President Donald Trump, who has asserted that the United States is actively working to regain control of Bagram. Trump has repeatedly emphasized the base's strategic importance, not just for Afghanistan, but as a critical asset for monitoring regional rivals, particularly China. He has claimed the base is exactly an hour away from Chinese nuclear weapons sites, a point he has used to justify his push for its return. This perspective reframes the U.S. presence in Afghanistan from a counterinsurgency effort to a component of a broader geopolitical strategy to counter China's growing influence in Central and South Asia. For Trump, Bagram is a launch point for counterterrorism operations and a means to reassert American influence in a region where China, and even Russia, are making diplomatic and economic inroads with the Taliban. The Taliban, however, have been unwavering in their rejection of any U.S. military return to Bagram. Their public position, articulated by senior officials, is that Afghanistan's sovereignty and territorial integrity are non-negotiable. They have consistently cited the Doha Agreement, which laid the groundwork for the U.S. withdrawal, as a commitment by Washington to not interfere in Afghanistan's internal affairs or use force against its territory. While there have been reports of quiet, back-channel talks between U.S. and Taliban officials, some possibly related to prisoner exchanges or broader diplomatic normalization, the Taliban's public stance remains firm. They have portrayed any U.S. attempt to reoccupy the base as a violation of their national sovereignty and have used it to bolster their domestic legitimacy as defenders of the country. This firm rejection, coupled with Trump's public pressure and veiled threats of bad things happening, creates a precarious diplomatic standoff with no clear path forward. Beyond the bilateral U.S.-Taliban dynamic, the Bagram issue has significant geopolitical ramifications. China has responded with strong caution, with its foreign ministry warning against actions that could escalate regional tensions. Beijing sees a potential U.S. return to Bagram as a direct challenge to its security interests, particularly given the base's proximity to its sensitive Xinjiang region, a key node in its Belt and Road Initiative. The fact that the U.S. is publicly linking Bagram to its great power competition with China further complicates the matter, making it a potential flashpoint between the world's two largest economies. The situation is a powerful symbol of how the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan has not ended its involvement in the region's security dynamics, but has instead transformed the nature of that involvement into a new and volatile chapter of strategic competition.